Listen to me. Are you sitting there with $500,000 in your 401k or your IRA and you are losing sleep? You are wondering, Susie, can I really do this? Is $500,000 enough to walk away in 2026? I want you to take a deep breath, but I also want you to wake up. We have to get real, and we have to do it right now. The fear you are feeling? That pit in your stomach? That is your intuition telling you that the rules have changed. We are living in a world where the cost of a gallon of milk, the cost of your home insurance, and the cost of healthcare are moving targets. In 2026, $500,000 does not buy what it bought even 5 years ago. But before you panic and think you're destined to work until you're 90, I want you to look at the numbers with me. Because the truth is, $500,000 can be a fortune, or it can be gone in the blink of an eye. It all depends on your must-have expenses versus your nice-to-have desires. The big question everyone asks is, how much can I safely take out? You've heard of the 4% rule, right? On $500,000, that is only $20,000 a year. That's about $1,666 a month. Now, I want you to look at your bills. Can you live on that? For most of you, the answer is no. Not without Social Security. But here is where people make a big mistake. They claim Social Security at 62 because they are afraid the money won't be there. Listen to me, if you are healthy, you wait. Every year you wait until age 70, your check grows by about 8%. That is a guaranteed return you cannot find anywhere else in 2026. If you have $500,000 and you combine it with a maximized Social Security check, then, and only then, does this plan start to look realistic. But we have to talk about the 3 dangers of 2026. The first is inflation. If inflation stays at even 3%, your purchasing power is getting cut every single year. The second is taxes. Most of you have your money in traditional IRAs. That $500,000 isn't all yours. Uncle Sam is your partner, and he is going to want his cut when you start taking that money out. And the third? It's your own fear. When the market drops 10%, are you going to panic and sell? Because if you sell when the market is down, you are destroying your future. So, how do we make this realistic? First, you must be debt-free. If you have a mortgage, a car loan, or heaven forbid, credit card debt, you cannot retire on $500,000. You just can't. Debt is bondage, and in retirement, you need to be free. Your home must be paid off. If your housing cost is $0, suddenly that $1,600 a month from your investments goes a lot further. Second, you have to look at your healthcare. In 2026, the cost of supplemental insurance and out-of-pocket expenses is skyrocketing. You need an emergency fund that is separate from your $500,000. I want you to have 12 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account where it is safe, sound, and liquid. Is it realistic? Yes, it is realistic if you live a modest life in a low-cost area. It is realistic if you have protected your downside. But it is not realistic if you are trying to keep up with the Joneses. The Joneses are broke. You need to be a master of your own money. You need to know exactly where every penny is going. If you can honestly say your expenses are low and your debt is $0, then that $500,000 is a beautiful foundation. But if you are leaning on it to fund a lifestyle you haven't earned, it will fail you. Stand in your truth. Look at your spending. If the numbers don't add up today, work 1 more year. 2 more years. Let that money grow, let that Social Security check get bigger, and enter your retirement with the power of security, not the weakness of fear. You can do this, but you must be honest with yourself.